I've been looking forward to this.
Hey guys, and welcome back to Battlefront updates and some more LEGO Star Wars This Skywalker Saga content. I put out a ton of videos the last 24 or 48 hours depending on when this video is going up, covering pretty much every little detail of the new gameplay and my own experience playing the game, but I'm also gonna do these more focused videos when I talk about one particular aspect of the game and go a little bit more in depth. And in this video I wanted to talk about boss battles, in particular the one that we can actually see in the preview gameplay, Obi-Wan and Anakin versus Dooku on the Invisible Hand, because obviously this boss battle is also in the complete saga, so it gives us some pretty good comparisons to look at, and it's really vastly changed from how it was before, and the boss battles now honestly seem really fun. I haven't played a boss battle myself since, as you probably know by now, I got to play Tantive 4 and then down on the surface on Tatooine, but this boss battle was just shown in the preview gameplay, and they also talked a little bit about it because the developers had a bit of a commentary over this preview gameplay, so I'm gonna add some things that they said as well. So first of all, if we take a look back at how this boss battle played out in the complete saga, I know it's not 100% fair considering how old that game is, but I think it gives us a good idea of how much better the boss battle is now. First of all, I think it's like 4 or 5 times longer, because the boss battle is really short in the complete saga, and it's also completely different because there's not really a health bar, but you've got those hearts, same as yourself as a player, and each hit takes 1 heart away, and I think Dooku has 7 hearts, so basically 7 hits and you are done. There's no waves, no different types of attacks, but all you gotta do is make sure to hit him. And occasionally he will also pick you up with the force and shoot you with force lighting, at which point you need to switch to the other character and hit him. Or if you're playing co-op, that makes it a lot easier as well. So it's very simple, the boss battle in the old game, and also the cinematics are obviously very basic. It's really good, don't get me wrong, for its time, but it's fun to compare to the new version, in my opinion. So if you head over to the new version in the Skywalker Saga, obviously we got some really fun and good looking cinematics, with like the droids falling down, as well as this actual like intro boss cinematic. And once you get into the battle, you will see these little white shields below his health bar, and these are kind of waves, if you want to call it that. So when you take down his health to 0 the first time, he loses 1 of those, take down his health another time, he loses the second one, and then the third time he actually dies. And in between these waves, he will send down a bunch of super battle droids that you have to battle. So although that kind of happens in the old game, that he sends in more droids, you don't have to take them out back then, but now you have to take out the droids in order to be able to engage him again. And the developers actually talked about how beneficial it is to play this in co-op, because then one person can just focus on taking out the droids as soon as they spawn. But I mean, it obviously works fine playing single player. It looks like the AI controlling Obi-Wan doesn't really do much, maybe takes out 1 droid, but you have to do most of it yourself. But what to me makes this boss battle really taken to the next level is the various amounts of mechanics you can use to defeat him. Whether you want to do a jump slash, you want to just hit him normally with your X button, you want to throw your lightsaber at him, you want to throw stuff at him, all of it works, and it's really up to you how you want to do it. And sometimes you get engaged in one of these like lightsaber quick duels or whatever you want to call them, which actually brings your combo meter up a lot. I've talked about the combo meter in other videos, so if you're interested in knowing exactly how the combo meter works, check out my other videos. But yeah, it goes up really quickly in those duels, and if you win, you do some damage to him. And Dooku also performs numerous special attacks as both his jump slam and his charge, and you will notice that you get like this red area on the floor that I've talked about previously, which basically indicates where the attack is going to hit, so you can easily dodge it. As you can see by the controls, you can use the left stick and A to actually dodge out of an area or attack. So there's way more depth to this boss battle than in previous games, which I think is a lot of fun. And I like the fact that it's a little bit lengthier as well. It actually takes like 4 minutes excluding the cinematics, which might sound short, but that's still like 3 times longer than the complete saga. And also keep in mind that it might take a little bit longer when we play, because we're not like pros who've played the game a million times. Because I did notice that most of the stuff in this preview gameplay was heavily sped up and cut to make it look faster, which makes sense because most people can't watch for hours. Because when I played myself, it took about twice as long as the preview gameplay. So it wouldn't surprise me if the boss battle will take over 5 minutes, which I think is really good. It's not like this super lengthy 30-minute boss battle that you have to try over and over, but it's still something you'll have to put a little bit of time into, which I think makes sense because it is a significant moment in the story, so you shouldn't just skip past it in 30 seconds in my opinion. But yeah, I think that's all the stuff I wanted to bring up in regards to the boss battles and how they've changed. Obviously this is one boss battle, some of them might be completely different and work in another way, they might not even have waves, but I think the boss battles will probably have a similar setup to the one with Dooku, where you have these waves and various special attacks you have to dodge and some quick time events woven into that as well. But I'm excited to see how the other boss battles of the game is going to be, because obviously there's going to be a lot of them with the 45 story levels that are going to be available. Please let me know in the comments below if there's any other mechanics in game that you would like to see me discuss in a dedicated video. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, may the Force be with you.